day, I'm up early for the sunrise. And did you know that the sun, the morning sun, in our summer period, our major grow period here in Australia, is one of the best forms of light for your garden? And in today's video, I'm going to talk about that and explain the benefits of it. But first, I want to go and check out the sunrise. Chickens are woken up and the birds are waking up, and it's a beautiful morning out here, and it's a great place to start your day if you can get up early, because you can get to bed early. Not all of us can, I know that, but we'll just say good morning to the girls. Good morning, girls. Good morning. You're up early. It's not feeding time yet. The sun isn't even up yet, just a little bit as we move through the garden. Not sure how the camera does so well in this type of light, but I want to share this experience with you because I know that a lot of you here also get up very early. Like, my major audience is sort of from 35 to 65, and there's a few younger ones and a few older ones, and I'm not going to try and put you into a box, things like that, but us older crew, we generally understand what it's like to get up early in the morning because we've done it more often and saw more sunrises, so to speak. Now, I live behind me is a big cow paddock, and then we've got some forest sort of area over here, and down over there farther there's a river that runs through sort of out to sea, which goes out at Brunswick Head, and then over to the east of me is the Byron Bay sort of area, which is the most easterly point of Australia, and they say it's the first place to see the sun in Australia. So, because we're the most east, I'll just give you a bit of a look. There's no cows out on the paddock this morning, but look at this beautiful colour just coming through here. Now, earlier I come out and snapped a photo of the sort of the deep reds that are coming out of here, and also the moon was up there before, new moon, and it was really pretty, and I love my photography, so I thought, why not come out and also share this beautiful imagery with you and help you start your day in a special way, because I like to talk a little bit about the simple things here in life, and also how do we stay on track to keep our life in a good accordance. Now, I'm no mental health professional or anything like that. All I know is what I go through in my life and what helps me experience life just to be a little bit better as I'm getting bitten by a mozzie down there on my leg. Lucky I got my gumboots on down there. But this paddock to me is a special place. Now, it used to be all sugarcane, and around the corner further there's a guy, he told me my house is the oldest house in the street, and they used to, around the corner, they used to have horses, and they would train them for races and stuff like that, pulling their carts behind and things. But let's talk about the morning sunlight and why it's so important in these hotter periods. Now, the opposite side of that is in the winter periods. You want to, in the east coast, we face our gardens to the northwest if we can, to get that sort of late afternoon sort of heat where we get the warmth and things, so it's a bit different. But in the summertime, the sun can get really brutal around many places, so the morning sun is more filtered, it's a softer light, and the reason being is because a lot of places, like including here, you have more sort of humidity in the air. Now, I know some places are really dry, but you still get a softer light because the light travels differently. And here where I am, if there's more humidity in the air, it's got to be more filtered. Now, a lot of health practitioners teach about the morning light, getting the vitamin D in your eyes, and then it sets off something in your brain to help you start your time clock in the day. And if you look at the sunset, again, apparently it sets it off again to help the chemicals and things in your body. And in Tai Chi and stuff like that, which I used to do for many years, they would also teach you this type of thing. So that's why they're up in the morning doing their exercises, because they're getting the really good light in their eyes and setting the time clock for the day. And they know a lot about time clocks. It's been around for a very long time. People who work in like a night shift and split shift and things like that. My dad told me about it when I was a little kid, because he used to do split shift for, at the airport and stuff as a radio operator. So the light is really, really important. And I believe our plants, now I'm not going to get into anything too crazy sort of like along those lines, but I also believe our plants know this. And there's also that type of light. It's beautiful, isn't it? That type of light. The plant's got less transformation, not transformation, but less transpiration, where it's sweating less, has to pull up less energy from the ground or water out of the ground to help it survive. And when you've got really heavy heat on certain plants, they don't like it. It's got to pull that water out, and it can't get it out of the ground quick enough. And that's when you see plants start to go, woo, they start what they call wilting, because there's just too much heat on the plant for it to able to uptake enough water to do that. So the morning light is a softer light, and it will help your plants grow. And if you can plant accordingly this time of year to receive your plants to receive a morning light, so mostly your annuals, and you can get 5 to 6 hours on your fruiting annuals, then you're going to do really, really well. And we sort of hide them, so we can, if you're having trouble doing that, you can plant other things behind it to block that afternoon light, such as tall things like sunflower, amaranth, some tomatoes, some things that can handle that really heavy heat. And there's okra and things like that, and they grow tall and they'll provide some shade. And so you set it up, you're setting yourself up for better success. And for me today, just looking at this beautiful morning sunrise, as we walk through the garden, we're getting a bit more light now, which is really cool. I believe it's setting up my day as well. Now, we'll come out here later and we'll let the quail out. We've got some baby chickens over here, and one of our chickens is following us there. And you probably won't be able to see them too well on the camera, because, look, it's only the light's only just starting to come up. Now, what I'd like to hear from you guys, if you want to share with me, is have you made some decisions about how you're planting for light? Are you planting for the morning light? Are you planting for afternoon light? Depending on where you are around the globe, and obviously where you are around the world, it's all a little bit different. Now, I'm doing some things that it's probably a little bit tricky to see, but I'm creating these trellises up here, and I can put shade cloth over there or grow my beans and things across and provide some type of shade if I need to be. Now here I've got choco. It's going to grow up, and it's going to grow up over this roof here, which I'm getting prepared now to do. And so that's going to grow up here, and at the moment we don't need to shade any of these plants down here, such as the zucchini and the basil and things like that. But if I start planting some leafy greens and different things, then yeah. And you can see, I'll show you something just quickly. I've planted an okra here on the west side, so that'll come up, it'll grow up nice and high, and it'll help shade that interior of the garden, which I'm not sure what I'm going to plant out in there yet. But a lot of these plants, like in summertime, you've got to really plant accordingly. And I've done some things, same here with some more beans just here. So these are my favourite snake beans that you just saw, another lot running up, and so that's going to run up the pole up here and run along the pole up there and get that. It doesn't matter if it gets that afternoon heat, they just absolutely thrive on any sunlight like that. And yeah, I'm expecting explosive growth. I'm using that word too often. Last video I did. Anyway, listen, it's really just a catch up, to share something with you, some knowledge about understanding light in the garden. There's lots more to it than that, obviously, than just talking about about light. You know, we've got our winds, we've got our placement of the garden, the following of the sun, soil, all those type of things. But today, we're just breaking down light and sharing my morning with you as I wake up and start my day. Happy gardening. We'll see you at the next video real soon. Enjoy your day. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, wow, look at the colour in that. Oh, that is just sensational. That's what I was waiting for, guys. Just beautiful. Oh, give me a big thumbs up if you're digging it. Birds are waking up. We'll see you at the next video real soon. Bye for now.